Good evening, everyone. How is it going? Welcome in. Garth, PK, Gossek, Neuro, Ilithea, Lodos. How is everyone going today? I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your week. We're back again today with some more Guild Wars 2. And the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to finish off our PvP rush achievements. We just need to, I think we basically need to win 2 matches. So let's just see if we can go 2 for 2. Afaro, welcome in as well. It's great to see you. Hope you're having a great day. But honestly, I've been having a pretty good time with the new push game mode, actually, especially once we figured out just how good Power Renegade is. I'm having an absolute blast with that. Bix is dead. Welcome in. It's great to see you as well. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for popping in. How have you been? Hope you're having a great day as well. It's been a really good day here so far. It's very stormy today, so hopefully the power doesn't go out. There's a chance that it will, but we're usually pretty good where we are. But you might even hear at some point, some loud rain coming in, some big winds and everything. Our fences have stayed up so far, but yeah, they were predicting, wind gusts around sort of 120 k's an hour and stuff like that. We haven't had as much rain as we thought. Well, different parts of South Australia have. There's some parts that got like 40 millimeters of winds howling. Yeah, absolutely. There are some parts that got like 40 mils of rain in an hour and like completely flooded. And it's really been super scattered for us today. So not as much rain as Jess and I were personally banking for, but the wind's more than making up for it. And Bex, you just woke up. Well, nice. Thank you for starting your day with us. I'm going very, very well. It's a little bit cold here. I've actually cracked out the Ugg boots now to keep my tootsies warm. The cold weather's finally starting to settle in. And we're just about to dive in some PvP in Guild Wars 2, so we're up in the matchmaking queue now. It's good. We can just keep practicing on some of these dummies here. Pop that down. Nice. Oh, no, it's stealth. I thought it just disappeared. No, it's stealthed. Okay, let's see. Where are we sort of sitting with our build? So we made a few slight changes to it. After we got raided yesterday, and Random Weird Guy suggested a few changes. So we've thrown on the Relic of Zakharos now, because our strike damage is going to healing, which I think has also allowed us to shift from the Marauder's Amulet to the Berserker's Amulet for more damage. And to sort of compensate, we have gone from... accept, dismiss. We've gone from... I think it's Spiritual Reckoning to give us resistance or resolution if we invoke a legend, to, well, we're going to the bubble, and we've swapped out Null Trait as well. And Nuri playing Power Reaper and Push right now and having a blast. Oh, Power Reaper is terrifying in the game mode. That's always the one that I'm looking to focus down first. I mean, let's see, we don't actually have one here. Virtuoso I've actually seen be pretty good as well. I think ranged AoE, I think that's just the play. If you going in with melee damage, I think you're going to have a really good time, because so much of push is concentrated around the one node that everyone's in, sort of trying to push back to the enemy's base. So if you just barrel on in, you're just going to get cleaved down. There's so much cleave going around, so I think Vert's probably pretty good at it. The Renegade's definitely very good at it. Much better time on it than I did on Vindicator in this game mode, and yeah, Reaper would be fantastic as well. Could maybe see Scourge going pretty well. But somebody doesn't play a lot of PvP. And Trolls, you don't like this mode at all? I'm sorry to hear that. I prefer this to Stronghold. This, at least, conceptually is a simple game mode. Hi, welcome in, and Orivari, welcome in as well. Thank you so much for the gifted subs yesterday, mate. I appreciate you. We just had an amazing dinner. Just had some more chicken wraps like we did yesterday. Oh, we've got a rifle chrono by the looks. Oh, they're pushing straight away. I respect that. Nice. Okay. Let's just start getting that down. And then another heal.
What are you?
And if I can land a Jade Winds, there we go. If I can deal with this vert here, actually. There we go. And we're not really going to go in for the stomp, we're just going to place down a bunch of AoE cleave. Burn as much energy as we can.
To fight at your side.
Oh, tried to get them up. Oh, that Citadel Bombardment is gonna be juicy. It is. Narrator, it is very, very good. Oh, that was a big pull. Let's target down. Let's just get a Soul Cleave here. Just so we can help sustain ourselves as we blast people down. We're doing pretty well here. I'm going to head in for the Jade Winds. We've got a warrior here. Let's get them down. They're down. Now we got the Ellie.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Cool, that's now been pushed along.
Fate, meet fist. Blue team has obtained.
Let's get that vert down.
I feel good.
And we're going to pump down a bunch more just AoE cleave, see if we can get the res. I don't like that. Do not like that at all. Let's just regroup. See if we can power res them now. Good, we're back in business. And Jade Winds. There we go, that's them down. Let's deal with that Ellie. We're just going to start throwing a bunch of damage down on top of them. And that should be a win. Done. Welcome in, Mountain Dew. How are you going? Very nice. But yeah, honestly, PvP is going pretty well. There are things I like about this game mode. There are things that I also don't particularly like. You can just get in a complete stalemate quite easily if your teams are fairly evenly matched, where you just run out the clock. Right. Nice. Permanent finisher choice box. I think this new PvP mode indicates your team should have a tank. I definitely think so. And Daisy, would you say starting Guild Wars 2 now would be too hard? No, I don't think so, actually. Guild Wars 2 is a very, overall new player friendly MMO. And the fact that the game is targeted towards a more casual audience, it's very easy to basically, once you get to level 80, you'll get to level 80 really within a few hours. Level 1 to 80 is basically the overall tutorial for the game. But it doesn't take you that long to get, basically endgame gear. A few hours of farming, you might even just straight up have the gold you need, especially if you are getting things from the Wizard's Vault, like your daily sort of login and activity reward system. You can buy rewards here that will get you a ton of gold. For context, just doing the weekly, like as a new player, you do your first weekly. This can be done in about 2 hours or so. You can get about 150 gold worth of just raw gold and materials, and that's enough to gear your character up in endgame just instantly. So it's very easy to basically get up to speed, get your character all geared, and start diving into all different areas of endgame content. The tutorials for the game have been improved a lot, and especially in terms of the leveling experience. A few years ago, they introduced the new character adventure guide, just a series of super easy, very chill achievements that you do, like scout the area, do conditions, complete hearts. And it floods you with experience, so it levels up really, really quickly now. And yeah, also you can get ascended gear from the Wizard's Vault as well. So it's a very, I think, approachable MMO compared to a lot of others out there. So I definitely recommend you give it a shot. We're in the matchmaking queue now.
I feel good.
What are the week's weeklies? Let's see. Identified gear, 10 events, any strike mission, forge with fire.
I could outrun a centaur.
My character's actually dying here to downstate necro.
Works, doesn't it?
Branded mine, 100 void enemies, and 50 veterans. Or claw or jaw mag. So pretty easy ones this week, but yeah, I could probably finish, if I dedicate myself to it, could probably finish the weekly within about an hour and a half. Cool, still waiting there. Oh, we still got that. Nice, okay, get some more gold.
Iron Legion, put your best into it.
I have returned to fight at your
I could
side.
outrun a centaur.
Can you get to max level with the free-to-play? Yes. So the free-to-play version of the game, it's basically the core game as it was released in 2012. Obviously, it was like the balance changes and refinements that have come since then. But yeah, basically the core game of which you can get to max level, that is in the free-to-play game. The free-to-play game will come with some restrictions, like you won't be able to trade on the trading post. There's a bunch of other restrictions as well. But think of it as just a trial. Guild Wars 2 isn't a free-to-play game in the way that other games are. It's just a way to dip your toes into the game. You'll still get hundreds and hundreds of hours of great content there in the free-to-play version of the game, but it's definitely a game where it is intended that you buy the expansions. But with a single once-off purchase, you can get the expansions, especially if you catch them on sale as well. They can be very, very cheap. But you can buy the first 2 expansions, Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire. They're all just bundled together now for a relatively small amount of money. So if you enjoy the game, buy the expansions. They're the best thing you can do for your overall enjoyment of the game. Kids are called the Fortnite. Lord, I hope not. Yeah, definitely check the vault very soon, because yeah, that will obviously reset next week.
I could outrun a centaur.
The time is at hand for reckoning.
There we go. Berserker's almost down. There we go. We are red team. Just laying down a bunch of cleave. That's Illusionary Avenger. Let's target the... Oh, cool. They're just straight up gone. Lovely. Let's knock them down.
I have returned to fight at your side.
They're just getting peeled from range.
Run a centaur.
Deactivate impossible odds. Target down. Berserker, they're gone.
Get together.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Cast down the oppressor.
Pump down some heals in a moment. Get a big stun on them.
Feel the fury.
I have
Stunned there, and I don't really want to be stunned anymore. I'm not going to try and res there. It's a bit on the dangerous side, especially when I can just kind of blast everyone here. And even throw down a Citadel Bombardment. Let's just maybe pump out some Alacrity to burn some energy. Going to cleave down the Mesmer there. And now I can get off just some Empowered Spirits.
Legion, fall in.
I demand that you
And
release.
now I can throw a Impossible Odds fueled Citadel Bombardment. Got a Willbender there. They're also cleaved down now. And I think we have very close to just straight up one. Where is that going?
I feel good.
Okay, I'm going to have to lay down a bunch of AoE cleave here. Don't worry about the reses.
Could outrun a centaur.
Ordnance incoming. Lieutenant, take the field.
Yes. There we go. Impossible Odds coming in for the win.
This is getting serious.
That'll silence you.
And we've won. Nice. And what's the new release date for the expansion? That should be October.
Bonus power!
Is that ConnorConCarne? The
No,
ConnorConCarne,
welcome in,
the
mate.
push extraordinaire, he who feasts upon delectables handcrafted by Connor Carbonara herself. That ConnorConCarne?
Thank you, Nog. Thank you so much for the sub. How are you going, mate? Thank you so much. Enjoy no more ads in your wonderful ad emotes and your very nice words there. Thank you. Obsidian Choice Weapon Box. Oh, here we go. We just finished off all of our PvP Rush achievements. Now, all of the loot. That's an entire reward track's worth of loot right there. Let's bring it up. And reward tracks. Yeah, we've completed a bunch of the Silver Waste one as well. Don't want that. So where is the End of Dragons one? Complete. Not all. Alright, that's just disappeared for now. Oh well.
Mine. All mine.
Oh, look at it. That's just pure dopamine. Whew, nice. T-Rex just started tonight. Oh, nice. Never played you. 15 years on WoW and needs something different. Well, welcome to Guild Wars 2. That is awesome. And yeah, our next week is the final patch for Janthea Wilds. Oh, you showed your wife one of the recipes on YouTube from Connor Carbonara. You're going to try it this week? Oh, that's awesome. Which one are you looking at trying? Look at all that loot. Okay, let's start consuming it. Oh, what do we get here? So we've done that. Let's get that one. You bought the first two expansions, great choice. Someone said to just get the newest, but I don't know. I wouldn't recommend you just get the newest. Eventually, I would recommend you get all the expansions. That's where Guild Wars 2 is at its best, because all the content is there and all the features, they all sort of build on each other. But yeah, I wouldn't make the latest expansion the first one you get. I'd 100% make it the first two, so Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire. So that's the right choice.
Mine. All mine.
I just consume all that. Oh, lemon butter garlic pasta. That was an awesome one. Let's check these. Let's consume all the sand. Consume more sand.
Assemble the crew.
Oh, Elementals is kind of crazy for button mashing. There is a lot of skills there that you do need to, wrap your head around. Might not be one of the most user-friendly or new player-friendly classes, but it is still a very, very good one. I really enjoy Elementalist as well. But bam, that is 2 reward tracks done. Oh, this straight up. Have I literally got all these? I was going to say, I thought I did, but if I don't, then they cost basically nothing for me to complete the collection.
All shiny.
Cool. And these, I think I've got all the recipes, so I don't know, we'll just get some... Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. Block of tofu, yeah, that's some good power food. How much do they go for? That's actually stupidly good food for open world. Yeah. It's not best in slot food, but it's quite fun for open world. ConnorConCarne, welcome in. You returned to the game after a few years. Never really got into the game, trying to now. Awesome. You want to start working on legendaries slowly, but don't understand where to start. Can you point me in the right direction? Absolutely, I can. So if you just come back and you want to get started on a legendary quickly, go to the Wizard's Vault, and I'll just collect my rewards there. But by doing dailies, weeklies, and some of these special achievements, like literally delete one elite enemy, viewer vista, all that stuff, you'll get Astral Acclaim. You then use that Astral Acclaim to buy rewards. Now, one of these rewards is the Legendary Weapon Starter Kit, which is going to give you a choice of 4 legendary weapons that you can start, and it's basically going to give you about 600 gold worth of stuff towards that legendary. So that's a really good way to get started. Afara, thank you for the hydrate. And should you just go for Ascender Gear for now and grind for that, you can sort of do them concurrently, especially, again, the Wizard's Vault as a returning player. You come down to the rewards, there are Ascended Armor and Weapon chests here that you can get as well. Incredibly handy. And Dubstep new account, this one's got about 1,500 hours thereabouts. But yeah, so for your legendary, actually I'll pull up the wiki here. Let's go Guild Wars 2, let's go Sunrise. Sunrise is a legendary greatsword. It's probably one that you'll end up going for. Let's actually log into our account on that. Oh, didn't check the button to keep me logged in. Very sad. Let's see, what actually works best. Yeah, this kind of works. Okay, but basically, for your legendary, you're going to have your precursor weapon. This you can usually just buy off the trading post, or this will actually come in the legendary weapon starter kit. You can see this one. This is a bit of an expensive one, but this is about 160 gold. So you straight up just have to buy that. You then will get like a Gift of Sunrise, Gift of Fortune, and Mastery. So Gift of Sunrise, this is basically just a bunch of materials. Gift of Fortune, this is going to be your Mystic Clovers, Globs of Ecto, Gift of Magic and Might. And Gift of Mastery, this is where you're going to need a Gift of Exploration, which you will do from map completion. So you have to do like a core tier map completion. Different legendaries will require map completion in different areas, but just thinking about your Generation 1 legendaries, the ones that need core tier map completion, need to do that. And need to do a Gift of Battle, which you will get from, where are we? World vs. World, here we go. Come down to War Tracks. In World vs. World, you just have to complete the Gift of Battle War Track. That's literally just time in World vs. World. A few hours in World vs. World and you will get that. And then basically once you get those, then you will throw them together in the Mystic Forge, of which I've done a lot. But also another very helpful thing, I would create yourself an account on Guild Wars 2 Efficiency. I'm going to just paste it there. So what Guild Wars 2 Efficiency will do, basically you'll get your API key. I'm planning to make a video on Guild Wars 2 Efficiency soon. This might even be the next one I plan on doing. But basically you'll plug in your API key, which you can generate from your ArenaNet account page. It's very, very easy to do. But it's got a crafting section here. And I could say, I want to type in Sunrise. I want to craft myself Sunrise. So I'm just going to get that. I'm just going to wait for it to populate. There we go. So, not using any of my own materials, it is going to cost me 1,400 gold to craft. It's going to give me a giant shopping list there of everything it wants me to buy. It's actually not that long of a list of materials, it's just a lot of them. And then, yeah, it will walk you through literally the crafting steps for it. I use this all the time. But then if I was to tell it to use my own materials, this is the value of having your API key. It's now going to look across my account and say, how many materials do I have? What components do I already have? And it is going to update the cost there. So now instead of it costing me 1,400 gold, it's going to cost me 921 gold. And it's going to give me a refined shopping list as well, taking into account all the things I already have. So it's incredibly helpful. For the Ascended Armor, do you need to choose light or heavy, right? You can't use it on all classes. Yes. Even when it comes to Legendary Armor, you need to choose the weight according to your class. Now, a good thing about Legendaries, which you might be aware of, is... Let's just come here. Now with the Legendary Armory, I can use my Legendary gear on any character at any point. So this set of Legendary Armor, this is heavy armor. I've got 3 sets of legendary armor, light, medium, and heavy. I can use these on any character at any point. So I don't need to move between them. I can literally just select it. Every heavy armor class that I have now no longer needs armor ever again. And yeah, I've done the same with like all of the trinkets as well. So yeah, legendary is a great goal to work towards. But yeah, now I just straight up don't need to worry about gear again. So yeah, hopefully that gives you a bit of a rundown of what you need to do. If you want to go for a weapon, I'd focus on getting map completion done. Spend some time world versus world. Everything else outside that is kind of just a gold sink, so then you're just really focusing on farming gold. But the map completion and the gifted battle are the main things. And if you are going towards like back pieces, trinkets, and stuff like that, I do recommend going for accessories, anything in sort of this section, ignoring the legendary relic. But these sort of 6 here, I recommend going for them first. Moa, thank you so much for the sub, mate. I really appreciate that. You're an absolute legend. Enjoy no more ads and your wonderful ad emotes. So, Mini Muffin, how exactly are you making gold through the PvP rush? The PvP rush is actually insanely profitable. So if you come down to bonus events here, PvP Rush Champion, just basically just do a bunch of PvP. You get, particularly, instant reward track progress. And this effectively means that you can complete 2 PvP reward tracks instantly. So however much gold you get from PvP reward tracks, that's what you can get instantly. And also, permanent finisher choice box. It's a countdown on acquire. Some of these, I should be able to actually sell. So if I was to go, let's escape that. Let's go /wiki and shift click that item. Here we go. Oh, hey, this actually works better if it's over here. But yeah, I could straight up just get some of these and then sell them as well. So yeah, I could just get the permanent Quaggan finisher, which I might just do right now. Let's find the permanent Quaggan finisher. And yeah, I'll just straight up sell that instantly. I mean, welcome in. How do you join EU raids? Welcome in, mate. We'll be starting to form up for EU raids probably in about 20 or so minutes. But yeah, honestly, just be here when I start forming up. I'll put it up in the LFG as well. And my account name will also go into chat as well. I'll make sure to manually type it into YouTube chat. So then you can join up on me. Yeah, some legendaries you can just buy directly from the trading post. Like, I could grab a sunrise from the trading post right now. That is literally not how you type sunrise. But there you go. I can straight up just buy this legendary weapon right now for that much gold. But yeah, some legendaries you can craft Generation 1 weapons, and Generation 3 weapons you can buy in the trading post and sell in the trading post, as well as the Janthea Wilds Legendary Spear. Other ones you can't, you have to craft them yourself. Or a beginner in raiding? Excellent, that is great to hear. Oh yeah, the PvP rush, it's so good. Really, like the world versus world rush as well, when that comes around, same thing. Just complete a whole bunch of world versus world reward tracks quickly. But yeah, make sure you select whatever reward tracks you want to complete. Because yeah, you'll do the matches and you'll instantly complete them. And also you can actually cheese the PvP rush stuff by simply doing it in custom arenas where you basically just trade wins between people. That's why they sort of exist. And you can do it much quicker than what I've done. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit full after dinner. Rank up chest, more spirit shards.
I could outrun a centaur.
Let's check for anything else I need to consume. and obsidian weapon box. These are account bound on acquire. So let's see. Oh, we've got that one. What does that one look like though? Ah, good skin, good skin. Okay. Not a bad sword. I actually quite like that. Yeah, let's get that. That's good sword skin. And we get the slumbering obsidian one as well. Okay. Just close down some of that. But the instant reward track progress is insanely helpful. You can generate quite a lot of gold that way. Because even me just completing those 2 reward tracks, that's about 40 gold worth of materials, let alone all the mystic clovers that I get. Let's go over here. Oh, that did that in place. That's weird. So we can grab that. I think the gearing in this game is a bit more adult life friendly than it is in WoW. That's what you're excited for. It 100% is. And to help you out even more, I've also made a gearing guide over on my YouTube channel there, which I'll walk you through what I think are generally the best ways to gear your characters, you know, from basically a fresh character all the way up to endgame ready. And yeah, it's another great thing about Guild Wars 2, and one of the reasons why I love playing it so much. The fact that there is no vertical gear progression treadmill.
Mine. All mine.
So the gear I got back in 2012 is just as good now as it was back then. And let's just open everything here. Just going to salvage everything, clean that up. It's good. I actually have to regenerate a bit of gold after a bunch of the stuff that I've done. Yeah, let's just make this a bit smaller. Position this right in the middle of my screen so the auto clicker can start doing its work. No, not right there. There we go. There we go. Cool, it generates more spirit shards, which is what we need. And how exactly would you get into gold farming as a beginner? You always see videos about doing raids and fractals, but you have no idea what they are or where to begin. A great question, and again, so many muffin. If you check out my YouTube channel, I have videos on how I make gold and just generally the secrets to making gold in Guild Wars 2, where I walk you through a lot of these. But just to answer your immediate questions, I'll just go to Lion's Arch, because this will be where you go for fractals. And where is it? Lion's Arch. It's just a main sort of hub area. It's quite easy to get to. It becomes like a big sort of central zone for you as you play the game. So I'm going to go, I'm in Lion's Arch now. I'm going to come down to Fort Mariner waypoint here. You will stumble across this at some point. The game will probably also actually direct you to it once you get to level 80. But basically, you're going to see this big portal here. And this portal here is how you would typically access Fractals of the Mist. Now, Fractals of the Mist are basically, they're very similar to dungeons, but they scale up in difficulty from level 1 up to 100, with level 100 being the hardest, but also like the most rewarding. Go away, spam caller. But basically, you'll go in and you'll complete the dungeon, and then you'll get various items and just loot that you can sell for gold. The main thing being, let me just go down to the trading post here.
Time to do some real damage.
But yeah, there will be fractal encryptions. So fractal encryptions here, these are basically chests that you'll unlock with keys that you get from fractals. The keys will just drop as you do fractals. So you'll get a bunch of those, and you can also buy some keys from this merchant. Fractal encryption keys, here we go. But yeah, you can buy just fractal keys here, even just if you're not doing fractals. If you've got some fractal relics, a currency you get from fractals, always just buy your 30 deeply discounted keys each day. I've literally drained my fractal currency completely, but you'll be able to open up the fractal encryptions. I'll see if I can demonstrate actually. Do I have any? Does not look like it. That's fine. I've got... Where are they? They disappeared. Oh no, they didn't. They just went in the weird spot on my inventory. Okay. Drag that just in there, and I'll go back to a character that actually can process stuff. I think everything else there was kind of dealt with, mostly. Let's go over to this character. I'll place a buy order for these anyway. I'll get 30. So do fractals, you just need to look for groups in the LFG? Yes, or create your own group. There's a section in the LFG for fractals. It's going to go place a buy order now. Let's get some fractal encryptions. It's going to place a buy order for 30. I'll use that to generate a bit of gold. Now, for raids... So you're going to, very close to the fractals actually, just south of there, I'll actually for demonstration purposes go through the portal there. And are any currency or things time gated? Yeah, some currencies are time gated, but a lot of them you can just circumvent by using the trading post. That's true. Thank you, Scorpion, for answering that. But yeah, there's the fractal portal. I'm just going to go up the stairs here, keep going down south. And come through this portal here. It's going to take me to the Lion's Arch Aerodrome. Oh, thank you, Phil. Appreciate that. It's a good heads up. Good looking out. And yeah, this is sort of the area where people will form up for raids, and you'll typically join them by, you'll come down to the LFG, so you'll press Y, I think that's default keybind. Go down to looking for groups, so for fractals, you'd go here, you'd pick which level you're starting off at. If you're a new player, you'd be starting off at 1 to 25, and then as you scale up, you start just doing tier 4 fractals. So you can see people looking for peeps there, and same thing for raids. If I go to raids, the experience tab, there we go, there's a group looking for some raids right now, and soonish we'll start forming up for our own raids. So particularly if you're a new player and want to come along for raids, no questions asked, just come on in. In terms of gearing, I definitely recommend watching my gearing guide over on my YouTube channel. I will preemptively answer a lot of your questions through that video. Where is that thing? There it is. Sorry, attempt to stream to a new player help channel. No, don't apologize at all. That unironically is one of the main reasons I stream and one of the things I love doing. So do not apologize. I will not accept it. But yeah, in terms of boss drops, you won't rely on boss drops to gear your character. The way I'd recommend gearing your character up, and there are many ways to get best in slot gear ascended, get them by boss drops, merchants, crafting. Yeah, there's so many more ways. It used to be when the game, or when ascended gear was first introduced, you would be crafting it. That was the way you would get it. Whereas nowadays, I wouldn't recommend crafting ascended armor at all. And thank you so much for the sub, T-Rex. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. I wouldn't recommend crafting your armor at all. I think it is needlessly expensive and cumbersome, and that one is actually more time gated. You can get the second best gear, exotic, 5% lower stats than ascended, very easily from the TP and merchants, yes. And that's what I'd kind of recommend doing. I'd recommend getting a set of exotic gear just from the trading post. To say if you want power damage gear, it's Berserker's gear, power, precision, ferocity. That's just the power damage gear. You learn that relatively quickly. So if I go trading post, go down to armor, I'm just going to filter by power, precision, ferocity. I'm just going to set it as exotic for its rarity. I'm going to set the level from 80 to 80. There we go. I'm going to just look for a chest piece, sort price low to high, and there we go. I'm literally just going to buy that. And thank you, Navi, for the follow. But yeah, you'll just straight up buy that. You'll buy that. A few gold and you'll be off to the races. You can do the same thing with weapons as well. So if I was a Revenant, I wanted 2 swords, I'd do the same thing. I'd get myself some swords. There we go. Look at that. We're off to the races. That's nothing. Callisto, welcome in. It's great to see you. And then you'll do the same thing with... accessories fall under armor, but yeah, you'd get some accessories, you'd buy them here, and yeah, that's what you do. And then as you, like, once you get exotic gear, you are fine. Oh, you need Viper's gear and it's more gold than you have. Definitely focus on doing your weeklies in the Wizard's Vault and buy yourself the Mystic Coins and the cheap bags of gold. That will basically give you the gold you need. I'll show you a good way to get stat selectable armor, because the issue with Viper's gear is a specific one, and again, my gearing guide in there, there's a section there where I talk about getting Viper's gear, because that is one of the few main stats you really need to worry about. And it's great to have you here, Callisto. I really appreciate that. You're exactly right, Scorpion. That is what I was going to segue my way to. Oh, hey, Mirani, great to see you there. Very nice. Yeah, we'll start forming up soon. We're going to finish this discussion, take a quick break, go stretch. I've got to make a phone call as well, and then we'll start forming up for raids. So yeah, looking forward to raiding with you tonight. Circling back, just finishing whatever my thought was. Get exotic gear, and then gradually start replacing exotic gear with Ascended. Oh, you got the Sallies from World vs. World, but now you don't have any currency anymore. You can just do a bit of World vs. World and get currency that way. In terms of like trinkets, you can typically actually go straight to Ascended trinkets pretty easily by doing Living World stuff. That's very, very good. But there's also actually some stat selectable things you can get from the trading post. Stat selectable armor. Particularly if we go Ice Golem. You can get the Ice Golem's More box. You can buy that, and that is a stat selectable. You basically open it, you pick a headpiece, light, medium, heavy, pick whichever you need, and you can stat select it.
We didn't save Cantha standing around, did we?
And then you can go Ebon.
Certainly did not, though I'd prefer it if you called me by my
Ebon
full
Shoulders. Here we go. Shoulders of the Ebon Vanguard choice chest. You can buy stat selectable stuff from there. A stat selectable shoulders from there, so that will also get you some Vipers. That's just 2 of the pieces. Another great way to do it is bladed armor from Verdant Brink. This is another way people have recommended getting stat selectable gear. The cheapest way is World versus World, so if you're keen, I do a bit of a World versus World just to get the currency. And then you can very cheaply buy it. But yeah, I could come down to this vendor here.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, I could buy bladed weapon or bladed armor boxes there. They would be stat selectable. So that's another option. And then if I went into World versus World, just to demonstrate it for everyone who's not aware. In terms of the wings we'll take a look. They might be the early wings, given I think we have a bunch of new people today. Oh, sorry, burpy boy today. Given we have a bunch of new people today, I think we'll start off with like a wing 1 and 2 and sort of go from there. But I'm in World vs. World. You're going to look for this fancy golem here. The unified vendor system. You're going to go talk to him. And then, yeah, you can buy stat selectable armor incredibly cheaply here, just for a bit of gold and some badges of honor. So, especially if you're a new player, it'll actually... When you get to 500 achievement points, which as a new player will happen very, very quickly, you'll actually get some badges of honor, quite a few of them. It's probably enough to buy yourself most of a set of stat selectable armor. Especially if you throw in a bit more World vs. World on top of that, like you're going to be off to the races. But yeah, so that is probably the main ways I'd recommend gearing. And then as you go, once you get your exotic gear, that should be a priority once you get level 80. Just get that exotic gear, and then you can dive into strikes, you can dive into raids. And also, another reason why raids are profitable. A new UI for Arc DPS. Is there? Oh yeah, Arc DPS, oh that got reworked like a few weeks ago. So yeah, it looks a bit different. I still have to fix my font. I'll exit. One of the best things about raids in particular, that makes them really, really good for gearing, is Ascended armor and weapons actually drops quite regularly for raids. Like, it's not a guaranteed drop, but it's a pretty decent chance. It's a better chance than what you'll find elsewhere. Oh, it just takes the styling from Nexus now? Okay. yeah, so that will be what's doing it on my end. Raids a weekly thing? Can you do them more than once on one character? They are weekly. Like, you can do them as many times as you want per week, but you get heavy diminishing returns after you clear a boss once. And they reset, basically, at the time this stream starts on a Monday, that's the weekly reset for raids, just by happy accident. But yeah, with the currency, magnetite shards that you get from raids, you can buy ascended armor, ascended weapons, you can go into, or you can buy amulets as well. All of that. Fractals, really good way to get certain ascended rings very cheaply. But yeah, so getting like ascended gear from these types of merchants where you use that currency plus some gold, that's how I'd recommend getting any spare pieces of armor that you need on top of what you may get from any drops. But basically get your exotic gear, and then as you get better drops, as you farm some more currency, then just sub out the armor piece by piece. And yes, strike missions, they are single boss instances that you can do daily, which I'm going to go to one of the areas now. Eye of the North. This is where a good chunk of the strikes are accessed from. They're accessed from different areas in the world, depending on the expansion you're looking at. But the point remains the same. Oh, the World vs. World Gift of Battle also gives Ascended Trinkets. True, yeah, you can drop Ascended Trinkets in World vs. World. Welcome in, Boxy. But yeah, I can go and talk to the Shard Collector here. You can go buy stuff, and it's great to see you. But yeah, you can buy, same thing, Ascended Armor here. Ascended Weapons, you can do all that. So yeah, this is why I don't recommend crafting your Ascended gear nowadays. That used to be the way to do it, but now there's so many other ways and methods of acquiring it. And also another, if you do get into raids are actually a really, and this is another reason they're really, really good for gearing your characters. If I go into achievements, raids, oh no, it's under collections, there's legendary armor. Here we go. Legendary armor, let's see. There's the legendary armor that you get for raids is called Envoy armor. Now, as part of that, you have to do 2 collections. Now, when you do this first collection here, this will be Raid Wings 1 to 4, so the very first 4 Raid Wings, we'll do some of those tonight, so that will further help demonstrate this. But you basically complete these achievements here, this collection, and you get this set of armor. This is going to be an entire set of stat selectable exotic armor. So this is actually a really, it's a really good way to gear another character, because this is 6 pieces of stat selectable ascended armor, best in slot armor. And then I think you also get, oh yeah, you get another one here, you get another set here, another full set. This is a set you'd actually use to craft the final legendary armor, but the first set you actually don't need that for anything, so it's just free ascended. Did I say exotic? I mean ascended. But yeah, that's best in slot. If I said exotic, I misspoke. Oh, and yeah, getting legendary gear is a huge quality of life upgrade. And yeah, I wish Guild Wars 2 was talked about more, because it is an absolutely fantastic game. Marketing, though, has not always been on point. It's a bit of a running joke in the Guild Wars 2 community. The area that I'm in now, it's Eye of the North. So I don't know, here's the map. Here's the far Shiver Peaks, is probably the best landmark, and then it's just down here. You'll get access to this area as you progress through the game. And if you're level 80, it's probably even directly open to you. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while. But awesome. What I'm going to do now is take a quick break and go stretch my legs, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to start forming up for raids. But I'll check as well, just quickly, what wings are up today. Because another good thing about raids, every week there will be 2 raid wings that just sort of cycles through them. One of them will be what's called the Emboldened Wing, where you start off getting a buff to your health, damage, survivability, all that. And then every time you die, that buff increases. So it actually gets easier and easier and easier the more you fail. So this week, oh, it's actually on wing 7 up there, and that's wing 8. Probably won't touch wing 8. Wing 8 is not a good beginner wing. We might start at 1, 2 and sort of go from there and vibe out. For anyone who's like new to raids, that's a very good jumping in point, I think. Was this a book first? There are books, but no, I think the books came after. I'm trying to remember the order in which they were released, because Guild Wars 1 came out in 2005 and is a very different game. It's a bit more of an online... It's an RPG with online elements. It actually functions quite similar to Path of Exile. So yeah, welcome in. We're playing Guild Wars 2. And there are novels based in the world of Guild Wars 2 that I think sort of precede the events in Guild Wars 2 as well. I don't know exactly when they were released, but for context, Guild Wars 1 came out in 2005, Guild Wars 2 came out in 2012, and books came out wherever they came out. And yeah, it's Guild Wars 2. But beautiful. I'm going to take a break. We'll come back, form up phrase, going to make a phone call, and we'll see everyone in a few minutes. And alone, let's send everyone to Wing 2. You want to begin to get crushed by damn sloth. First boss on Wing 2 is a bit rough. Well, they came out between Guild Wars 1 and 2. I thought they did. I just wasn't sure of the dates. But it's great to see it. We'll be back in a minute. Reaper enjoys around the world rejoice. After years of languishing on the outskirts of PvE content, getting laughed at by classes with their 40k DPS benchmarks, watching in horror at every set of patch notes as your axe just received another 5% damage buff, ArenaNet has finally graced us with the buffs we've been crying out for years. Now, raid bosses will battle a class 11 years in the making. Power Reaper has awoken. Welcome back, everyone. As of the last balance patch, Reaper got some massive buffs to its overall damage, and has returned from its Heart of Thorns glory days. Not only that, the Reaper Shroud 3 skill, Infusing Terror, has had its damage reduction increase from 20% all the way to 66%. This means you can stay in Reaper Shroud for longer, spin to win for big old numbers, and are more survivable than ever. All these buffs get stacked on top of Reaper's already easy to learn rotation, its hard hitting skills that feel super fun to land, and all the Lord of Death roleplay you can muster, which turns this into one of the most fun DPS builds Guild Wars 2 has to offer. It's a good time to be a Necro enjoyer, friends. Let's jump in to the premier power damage Necro spec. When you equip Reaper, your Death Shroud will be replaced by Reaper Shroud. Here, your Shroud skills get replaced by far more aggressive AoE skills. You can also get your cosplay on with the very edgelord Scythe while in Shroud. An important note, your Reaper Shroud is a big piece of the damage puzzle for you, so you'll want to avoid as much damage as possible while in there to protect your life force. More life force means more damage. Your Reaper Shroud auto attack will cleave through enemies and grant you life force on the third strike. Due to one of your Reaper traits, the last hit will also recharge your Shroud skills. Death Charge will catapult you forward, attack 9 times, and blind your enemies. This skill will be the largest overall contributor to your overall damage. Infusing Terror will grant you stability and a huge 66% damage reduction for 6 seconds. You can also reactivate this skill to fear enemies around you. Always try to activate this when you're in Shroud, just for the 66% damage reduction. This will protect your life force and let you jump into Shroud more often. Soul Spiral is one of the most fun skills on Reaper. You'll spin to win, attack 12 times, and inflict poison. You'll be wanting to use this every time you enter Shroud. Executioner's Scythe will deal a huge strike of damage and stun your target. It will also deal more damage the lower your target's health. For this reason, we'll want to be using this when our target is below 25% health for some huge punts of damage. For our weapons, we'll be taking Greatsword and Staff. On Greatsword, your auto attack chain will regenerate life force, and on the third strike, will inflict chill and completely recharge your Greatsword 2 skill, Gravedigger. Gravedigger is one of the classic Reaper skills. You'll deal damage on up to 5 enemies around you, and if you hit an enemy below 50% health, it will instantly recharge. Towards the end of your rotation, you're going to be spamming this like crazy. Death Spiral will strike 5 times, with each one being a world finisher, inflict vulnerability, and regenerate life force. Nightfall will cast an expanding AoE at your feet, blind and cripple enemies, and also convert 4 boons on enemies into conditions, which is super handy. Grasping Darkness will attack and chill foes in front of you, and regenerate life force on every hit. One thing to note though, is that this skill will have a very long aftercast, time after you've applied your damage where your character isn't doing anything. You can cancel this and speed up your rotation by casting a skill immediately after this, swapping weapons, or stowing your weapon. On Staff, your auto attack, Necrotic Grasp, will peer through enemies and regenerate life force on every strike. This skill has very low damage, so we'll only be swapping to Staff for our 2 through 5 skills. Mark of Blood will deal some strike damage, inflict bleeding on your foes, as well as grant you some regeneration. Chillblains is one of your most important skills on staff. You'll deal a nice chunk of strike damage and inflict chill and poison on your enemies. It also leaves a poison field, which will be taken advantage of with the well finishes on both Gravedigger and Death Spiral. Putrid Mark will deal strike damage, act as a blast finisher, and transfer 3 of your conditions back to your target. Very nice as an emergency condition cleanse. Reaper's Mark will deal a massive spike of damage, and inflict fear on any foes that it hits. A good chunk of our skill bar is going to be dedicated to wells, which will provide ticking AoE damage over time. This damage will be amplified even further when we hop into Reaper's Shroud. Outside of that, we have a free utility slot for some extra damage or utility depending on what the fight needs. We also get some great value out of minions for the full Necro experience. Bloodfiend will summon a little friend to fight alongside you, who will transfer health to you each time it attacks. You can also quickly sacrifice it if you need a quick spike of healing. Well of Suffering will inflict vulnerability on enemies and deal 6 huge spikes of damage. This is your highest damaging utility skill. Well of Darkness has some great utility, as well as providing awesome damage. You'll blind enemies on each strike, which is super nice for mitigating damage on you and your party, and deal 6 spikes of damage. Outside of your wells, You Are All Weaklings is your highest damaging skill. It also is a stun break, will grant you might, inflict weakness, and deal more damage if you're in melee range. It's also an instant cast, so you can use it at any point in your rotation. Flesh Golem will usually be your default elite skill. It's a useful meat shield to draw aggro, and provides a huge amount of single target CC. If you need to swap out a skill for different utility, always swap out You Are All Weaklings first. It's the lowest damage skill of your 3 utilities, and your 2 wells are incredibly important for your damage. You can replace this with Spectral Grasp if you need some extra pulls for mob control or for CC. Corrosive Poison Cloud is an amazing projectile barrier, which is very useful on fights like Adina and Slothazor, where projectiles can be a big issue. Well of Corruption will give you higher upfront burst damage, which is great if you're in a fight with short phases. You can swap out Flesh Golem for Lich Form to get some extra burst damage at the start of the fight. You'll basically pop into Lich Form, activate your Force skill, and then pop right out. Chill to the Bone is fantastic in open world. It provides lower damage than Lich Form, less single target CC than Golem, but it has a newly lowered cooldown and can really shut down trash mobs. Now for our traits. As you'd expect with a power DPS build, our trait choices are centered around cranking our power damage as much as possible, and taking sweet damage modifiers whenever we can. Spite is here to pump our overall power damage, and comes with a whole heap of damage modifiers and increases. Spiteful Talisman will cause us to deal increased damage to enemies without any boons. Given most enemies don't apply their own boons, and your squad will generally try and remove them if they do pop up, this will basically be active all the time. Awaken the Pain will cause Might to grant you more power and less condition damage. Revenant has a very similar trait in their Devastation line, an amazing trait for a power damage build. Close to Death will cause our damage to skyrocket. And I have returned. Welcome back. And T-Tamer, thank you so much for the sub as well. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to create a squad now. Beautiful. Now, press this button. Oh, perfect. That works. Let's grab that. I'll paste that as well to YouTube. Excellent. There we go. Beautiful. Faro's coming along. Hell yeah. And Navid, I assume that is you there as well. Plodrick, come on in. Do you need to finish the story and all characters you have? Yeah, you do not need to. And don't get advertising guild. I appreciate that, Afaro. Thank you. Let's go. Warming up for wing 1+2. Join on me or X up if you're keen. If anyone wants to join the guild as well, feel free to let me know. And a hi, come on in. They're a bit longer eyes here. Perfect. Beautiful. Yeah, if anyone is keen on joining, let me know. Cool. Let's go /D. Go Q DPS. Plod? Can you join as well? Absolutely, 100%. If I've advertised it here, you are free to join. I am welcoming absolutely everyone. Condi Herald is very good. Overall, I'd actually say it's a bit better than Power Herald now. So you are Q DPS. I'll get you to stay on Q DPS. Okay. Everyone, let me know what roles you want. DPS, Boon, DPS. Or Boon heal. There we go. Beautiful. We got peeps coming on up. Love it. A high. Go A heal. You go A heal high. That will be great. And Roy, you want to swap to EU, but your friends on NA that you play with? Well, that's why you got to make the second account. That's the play. I think all your builds should basically be up to date as far as there hasn't been any major balance changes. And thank you, Agree, for the heads up there. I will probably forget, but thank you. I appreciate that. I might go... I want to go DPS. That's what I want. Now, Farah, could you go any boon that you feel like? Boon DPS or boon heal? Whatever you feel like playing. If you're dead set on a DPS, that's fine too. I can work around it.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Let's grab that. Just going to open up all my fractal encryptions now. Can you join your guild? Absolutely. I will send you an invite now. Let's go. Guild invite. There we go. You should have received an invite. You'll bet you're not keen to spend another $100 on DLC. Keep an eye out for a sale then, because they do go on sale somewhat regularly. Oh, if you want an ADPS, that's good. That's perfect. Yeah, we're on EU right now. So if you go ADPS... I mean, I can go quick heal.
Dismissed.
But yeah, you are very welcome there, Navid. Hang on. Do I meme? How badly do I meme? I don't meme that hard. You don't meme too close to the sun. We will... I think this is a heal druid. Actually, no, that doesn't work. No, I need to go quickness heal. I need to go chrono then. Back we go. That's right, chrono's a good time. Great dude, Ed, welcome in. How'd you get so many character slots? You can convert, well, you can buy them gems, convert them and buy them from the gem store. I convert gold to gems and buy them that way. Okay, so I will quick healer. Cool. Okay. G. Nice. Okay. And Joshua, welcome in. You're thinking of getting back to Guild Wars 2. You're wondering if it's still such a hassle getting into raids. It's definitely easy to get into raids if you look at about this point in the week when raids are most active. But overall, I think it's probably easier than ever, I think. Wing 1 plus 2. Especially if you come along during our streams. DPS. State roll. Cool. Boons are sorted. I'm happy as a clam. We'll go seize the moment for quickness, and it's done. We got DPS coming in. Devin, thank you for the follow. Oh, did you see above? Someone from Ontario, Canada scores the license plate. Sorry, that's really good. Nice. And a lot of different streamers do open for all raid trains. Yeah, absolutely. And especially if you catch us while we're raiding as well, I will not ask questions if you just want to come along for raids. All are welcome. I can probs tank. Yeah, I've got a bajillion toughness. That's fine. And alone, you're shitty back pain, you're staying on your couch. I'm really sorry to hear that, mate.
We need to find them. Sabbatha took the squad straight ahead. Her sentries are blocking.
Oh, you're hoping to get legendary gear this time around. You kind of cooked on my other MMO, so you'd like to take a new shot. Hell yeah, legendary gear is a great goal. Yeah, absolutely, Cinco. If you want to join for raids, come on in. We're on EU right now. So yeah, join on in. I'm in the LFG, and also, yeah, there's my account name there, so you can either whisper me or just squad join on me. Do I have heal utility? I do. Look at me. I am very prepared. You full legendary on EU now? Very close. Well, we've got 4 sigils now. I don't have them on here because I can't be bothered swapping these out. We've got 3 sets of armor. We have 1 rune. So our next thing we're going to be working on is runes, and then weapons, then full legendary. I'm not sure of what to do, meaning mechanics. That's all good. Honestly, just stay on the boss and hit it. I will explain things as we go of any like key things you need to know. Looks, did you get in? Sorry, just build. We'll send you an invite if a spot opens up. Yeah, sorry if you weren't able to get in, but if a spot opens up, which probably will happen after we clear this wing, then come on in. I'll try and remember to send you an invite. Matt, how's it going? Oh, there's NVIDIA causing issues with Arc. Okay. Start clearing. Beautiful. Let's just go. We just got to kill these. These are just pre-mobs. So this boss really only takes damage from conditions. So we need some amount of condition damage to be able to clear this boss. And these red seekers do pretty big ticking damage. I'm just going to heal through it because I'm quite happy to. We've got looks like 1 Condi, maybe 2, but it's a Spellbreaker, and I wouldn't expect a Spellbreaker to be Condi. And Boxy, sorry you weren't able to get in as well. Again, if a spot opens, I'll send an invite. And what's always good to do as well is just type /squad join in chat and then my account name, which I will always like post when I am looking, and then that will instantly join you on me. That's always the quickest way to get in. But if a spot opens, I will send out some more invites. But yeah, here, just try not to pull the Seekers onto the group. You can immobilize them to keep them away from the group. But due to where we'll be standing in this encounter, it's just not really a problem. Break the bar. Boo, welcome in. Which Blizzard module shows the boons? That's an Arc DPS add-on. You can check out my YouTube channel. I've got a guide on how to install Nexus, which is how I'm managing my Arc DPS, and I've got a separate video entirely on Arc DPS, which we'll cover off on the boon table. Don't stand in the blue circles. Either move out of them or dodge. You'll hear the sound, count to 2 and dodge. They'll appear, 1, 2, dodge. That's the hardest part about this encounter, is just literally don't get ported or else you might die. Now these pre-bosses are basically just showing the mechanics of the fight. That green circle, if you don't have 4 people in it, it explodes and deals massive spike damage to the group. Here we'll probably just... No, we're going to, for demonstration purposes. There we go. That's what happens when you don't stand in it. The reason we're showing that is because during the fight, we're really not going to bother standing in it. We're just simply going to heal through it. That's why it's important to stack and not to get ported, because it's going to explode. We're just going to heal up. Cool, I'm going to pop down some food. So this is power food, followed by condition damage food, followed by heal food. If you die to pull your... That's the way. Okay, we'll see who tanks. I assume I will based on my toughness. But here, basically, for the first part, you're just going to stand here. Dodge the circles. Let's go Condies. Condies to red. There we go. We're just going to stack here. Don't get ported by the blue circles. When they split, yeah, just go to the blue one. Someone will pull the green one over. It's a vibe. I'm just going to port that. Come here. So yeah, I'm just going to tank it here. Watch that. Yeah, literally we're just going to stand here. And dodge. Yeah, you just got to be careful of those ports. That's the main thing. OP saying Discord. Oh, thank you for that. Beautiful. Everyone head over, follow the group to blue. I'm just going to pull green over. That's alright. I'm just going to bring it over here. So we're just going to kill the Guardians again. Here you want to stand in the green. Dodge that. Yeah, just be careful not to get ported. Getting ported is the main reason you'll die on this fight. Oh yeah, we just need to break that bar. Same deal. The blue circles, you can also see the edges of your screen light up. You want to come back to the group as quickly as possible. But yeah, I listen for the blues. Everyone be careful because this next part will hurt a lot. There we go, just heal up as quick as you can. Get the reses. Next part, we're going to move a bit. We're going to run to about there. And now, because the circles are going, or the, I don't know, thirds of the arena are going to light up, we're going to have to move around. Just go break the bar. So I'm just going to move him to the next quadrant. Quadrant trident, I don't know. Whatever it's called. I'm going to block that. There we go. That one, it can be quite good to get the greens if they're convenient. If not, just stack up and heal. So that one will be a pretty good one to get. Distort that. There we go. And yeah, that's it. First boss done. There we go. We've got a mini there. We can exchange that for some more currency. Good job, team.
Was taken through here. Come on.
Yeah, I'll put Mimic here, Blink, and Port. Beautiful, just kill all these things.
We did nothing of the sort. Out of our way.
How long have you roamed this land? Our souls.
We don't strictly actually need to kill these, but we'll just do it because we're here. Then we're going to go down, kill some mobs, and we're going to go stand in circles for a while. That's really all this bit is. And I will place ports to help move people around quicker. If you're a Mesmer, it's always good to just bring these skills here, Mimic, Portal, and Blink. It's going to allow you to really carry the team in this section. You can do it without it, and that was very common to do, but now, because most groups will run a Mesmer, just because Mesmer's popular, it's a good thing just to do. There we go. You can take that port.
Not enough energy.
Fast as the
Grab that port. Grab that one first. Try and get those reses if we can. And yeah, you'll get a legendary insight for beating basically every boss.
protected.
Feel the pain. They can't keep me down.
Oh, nice.
Fury rising.
You won't escape.
Oh yeah, we'll have to run for this one. We go, got a port there. It's always good if you have two mesmers doing this.
Stacked here. Whoever did this cared little for human life.
So they can sort of alternate who does what port, then you'll basically have a port up for every single one. Clear the markers. What side does EU stand? I think they stand over here.
Sharper still.
Beautiful. We have much quickness. You can have a port for everything at one mesmer as well. That's true, yeah. If you're a bit more tactical, it's just way harder, yeah.
Look at this place.
Cool. As on the ready check, we're going to glide in. And why is it different? It's just the way things landed after raids came out. It's the case with a few things. Same with Doom. Yep, they start on different sides. I don't know why. They just do. So same deal. We now have to go capture some circles. If you are ranged or a healer, stand in. Then move up, kill the wall. I'll tell when everyone should take a port. It'll basically be after we glide over a gap, we'll capture the net circle. And then everyone will take a port. I'll ping it in chat, so just keep an eye out for that. When you see that, it means wait for the port. So focus on DPSing down these walls. Everyone else just run through. If you're a healer, stay in. Just as you're a DPS, you want to run through it, so then you at least contribute to the capturing of it. Pump out some stability.
Energized.
Yeah, just beeline straight for the wall. Kill the wall. Ignore all the other circles now. We're just going to burst down the wall. There we go. Done.
Kept us from our homes, our families, trapped us here.
We'll just stealth everyone there. Now there's going to be 5 buttons that we need to stand on. So yeah, we're just going to run to where the buttons are. You sort of just pick up where they are. You can see them, they're white tiles on the ground. One's over there, one's there, one's there, one's there, one's down there. Oh, and I whiffed the jump. Oh cool, Afara's got that one. Oh no, I can't even make that jump. What has become of me? There we go. Should have people near all the buttons. Let's make sure everyone's standing on the button. We just need one more. There we go.
Old spirits. The squad was taken through here. They were killed.
Easy.
You've got to be kidding.
Beautiful. Just gonna stand here. Sub to circle. 3 heart at split. Here, basically just stand on the back of the boss and hit it. It's kind of it. I'm going to do Well of Senility. These all look the same to me. Action and precog. There we go. Don't stand in blue expanding AoEs later on the fight. It's going to cause big problems. But yeah, just really stand on the back of the boss and you're going to be good to go. You get some mobilized utilities. Yeah, mobilized utility is good if you have it. If not, just burst down the mobs.
Fast as the wind. You're finished.
That's it. So now we're just going to go kill these mobs. There we go. So just, yeah, kill them as they go in. If any one of these reaches the boss, we wipe. I'm just going to preemptively stack the boss in a good spot. Give ourselves some stability. This boss is now utterly trivialized by having high enough DPS, which we have. But yeah, we'll just heal through that. Stability. Don't stand in the blue AoEs surrounding the spectral darkness. Gives you a debuff, makes you take damage and deal less damage. It's very bad. So you can kill them with range damage. And if you do get the debuff on you, you'll see a little ghosty above your head. Go pick up 2 of the orange orbs that pop up. And then you are fine. Go immob that one, please. That needs lots of immob. Perfect. Don't stand in the eggs as these pop up. They'll pop up now. Do not stand in them. That's right. It's tradition that we'll always have someone stand in them, but that's okay. This one we might just hold off on CC just a bit. Sidestep your egg. 5% and done. Thanks, great dude. Take a look at that after we're done with this wing.
They made it through the woods. Everyone to the front. I want to capture her dead.
Grab that. Cool. Let's go cannon.
Intruders. Tear them apart. 100 gold for each head. Get chopping. Prepare to die.
Did that hurt?
Oh, that's fine. Fell into water. That is all good. Just going to kill a bunch of mobs here. 3. Yes, do 2/4. If not, I will assign a DPS to do it. Oh cool, they're all done anyway. And you'll respawn as soon as we're all out of combat. There we go. Well, you will in a moment once we just kill this mob. And this one.
Deal with them myself. You're finished. Put down your arms and
And yeah, as soon as
soldiers? You really have no idea.
there you go. Yeah, it's just as soon as everyone's out of combat. Okay.
Only the worthy are taking
What
it aside.
can you
Like
do?
the squad.
2/4.
Your little journey ends here.
I will kite. Now, make sure you have the special action key bound, because periodically you may get a special action key. You might have already gotten it already. But you're going to want to be able to throw a bomb at any one of these markers here. I'll catch you later, Boxy. In the first loop. Yes. Then art and square. First loop. Circle. Square. Second loop. Heart. Square. Repeat. Beautiful. We'll now head in.
Prepare the cake. We've got some visitors.
So our first bomb is going to be thrown towards south. So just keep that in mind. Don't explode those on the group. GG. If you get that, you have to dodge off the group or it's going to be a lot for us to heal through, and don't touch that flame wall. No, that's all good. We'll just all GG. /GG. There we go. That's okay. This boss is the bit of the step up in difficulty. That's okay. So as soon as ready check goes, you're going to run straight in. You don't want to be on the edge there. What game is this? This is Guild Wars 2. So we're just going to wait.
Useless. What do I pay you for?
Oh no, I
deal
may as
with
well
them
just
myself.
pop Well of Snilly on, just run a bajillion wells. Beautiful. On the ready check, we run in.
We've got some visitors.
So we're all going to stack on the south side. It's going to mean she spawns her flame wall in an opportune spot. So this next bomb is going to go to Arrow. There we go. And you don't touch the flame wall, you will instantly die. Okay, next bomb is going to go to circle. I know that's not it. That's okay. Skip. That's okay. Missing them happens occasionally. It's fine. Don't touch the flame wall. Next bomb is going to go to heart. So we'll simply send to heart. I'll try and bait it out. If I can get it. I think it's over this way. Yeah, throw heart. Nice. Good. I was on the wrong side to bait it out, just based on where. Cool. Next one's going to go square. So if they want to kite, that's fine. There we go. Get ready to break the bar. Big CC, or else we probably won't. Want to kick the heavy bombs away. Next bomb is going towards... Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Next bomb is going to heart. That's cannon, so it won't be this bomb, it will actually be our next one. Let's try and bait this out. Hope someone else has got it. That's right, even though we lost someone, it's okay. Shim, welcome in. It's great to see you. Give ourselves some stability. Excellent work there, Farah. You playing healer? Yes, I'm playing heal Chronomancer right now. Probably have square up next, so I'll try and need square up. Oh. That's right, skip. Keep that away. Target down card. Walk around. Excellent work there, Fari. Let's go get the res. Stack, arrow, and kill. Arrow is going to be a safe spot for quite a while. So we'll simply stack there and kill. So it's getting a bit chaotic, but that's literally fine. Things are mostly pretty good.
Listen, there's more to this situation than we thought. These bandits were protecting something and we need to find out what. We need to free these prisoners, and then find out where the
Let's
squad
just duck out there. And Coinlaw, welcome in. You're new to Guild Wars 2 and use the 80 boost. Feels rather overwhelming, unsure of what you should be doing. Any advice? Great question. And it depends. Like, have you played a bit of your character before sort of boosting to 80, or did you just straight boost to level 80? Because if you've done that, then it's probably a good idea, I think, maybe even to circle back and continue working your way through the core story, because that's going to serve as a really good sort of tutorial and introduction into the game. Or just straight sent it. Bold choice, I respect it. But yeah, that will... The thing with that is, well, you're going to be level 80, but it's also going to dump you into the Heart of Thorns area, basically, which is probably the hardest open world areas in the game. So the difficulty spike will be pretty high. So yeah, in your case, what I would recommend doing is working your way through the story. Because then that is going to give you a lot of mastery points as well, which you're going to need to progress your account as well, to unlock a whole bunch of things like auto loot and that. So doing the story at least once on a character is a phenomenal choice. I highly recommend that. It's also going to serve as a good sort of introduction to the game, ease you into it, and then you'll probably be more comfortable with it. And you can sort of observe what people are just generally doing when they play the game, what kind of events people are doing, the general lingo and all that. But yeah, I definitely recommend working your way through the story at least. It's going to introduce things to you very, very well. But we are... Also, I'll take a look at what Craig Doodad sent. Oh, nice. That's great. You know, let's bring a browser. That's a very good license plate there. Nice work, Craig. But yeah, boosting your very first character to 80 can be quite daunting, because yeah, it sort of just overloads you with information and dumps you into the hardest area of the game. So going back and just working your way through the story is going to make that difficulty spike much less sharp. But I'm going to take a break, stretch our legs, back in a few minutes, and we'll do Wing 2. Learning how to play your class is going to make everything you do in Guild Wars 2 so much easier. But it's hard to know where to start. So today I'm going to walk you through exactly how I learn a new class and show you just how quickly you can become an absolute powerhouse in Guild Wars 2. I've put countless hours into Guild Wars 2. I've spent the last 2 years making guides on YouTube and squirreled away hours learning build after build after build. So after all this time, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, a bit of time learning your class as early as possible is one of the best things you can do to get the most out of your Guild Wars 2 experience. Being better at playing and piloting your class is going to make everything you do in Guild Wars 2 easier. And good news, everyone, this learning process doesn't even have to take that long. Today we'll be focusing on practicing your PvE builds. It's also my area of expertise, so cool beans. With a bit of preparation, a can-do attitude, and me to walk you through the process, you will be mastering Guild Wars 2 in no time. To start off on the right foot, let's get you sorted with a good build. Making builds in Guild Wars 2 can be rather complicated. There are countless trait and utility skill combinations, not to mention the seemingly infinite armor, weapon, rune, and sigil setups you have access to. Fortunately, there are some insanely smart people in the community that have you covered. There's tons of great build resources out there, which I've linked in the description. They each cover different areas of the game, but no matter which build you pick up, at least you're off to a good start. For newer players, picking an already optimized build is going to save you a huge amount of time, effort, and heartache. Not to mention these builds have been thoroughly tested and have things like DPS benchmarks and DPS logs, which you can use to check your progress. No matter what build you pick, take the time, it doesn't necessarily have to be all at once, to read your skill and trait tooltips. Know what your skills and traits do, how they work together, and any other bonuses you need to be mindful of, and this will already put you miles ahead of where you would be otherwise. Now, Guild Wars 2 doesn't do the best job of telling you exactly how you're performing. If you're in a group of 10 people and the boss dies 20 seconds faster than it did the last time, do you know how much better you did? There's no way for you to know just how much you've improved. That's where Arc DPS comes in. With Arc DPS, you can see your total damage per second along with a whole host of other useful information over the course of an entire fight. This add-on has been an absolute staple of the Guild Wars 2 endgame community community for years, and I personally can't imagine my life without it. I won't go into detail here about how to get it set up, but you can check out my previous video where I walk you through step by step how to easily install and customize Arc DPS. This is completely optional, but I do highly recommend it. Now that you're all set up, let's introduce you to the best place in Guild Wars 2 to focus in and practice your class, the Special Forces training area. Here you can summon a golem to whack away at until your heart's content. And as you go along, you'll get a readout of your DPS in the game's chat window. You can apply boons to yourself, conditions to the golem, and even toggle on different levels of damage to practice your healing. For your convenience, you can also use your special action key to recharge all of your skills if you want to jump right back into practicing as quick as possible. Before we dive in, we need to get the golem set up correctly. If you want to compare your performance to the best players in the game, we need to set up similar conditions. Fortunately for us, if you want the exact same conditions that the wonderful people over at Snowcrows use when setting the highest possible DPS benchmarks, there's a guide just for that which I've included down in the description below. However, if you want a quick way to get started, simply do the following. Come over to the right console and grant yourself every single boon. There are some cases where classes get extra benefits based on the number of boons that they have, so granting all of these boons can slightly inflate the DPS numbers of these specific classes anyway. For most cases though, especially when you're practicing, simply do not worry about it. If we want to practice on the golem, we need to remove as many barriers as possible. Just give yourself every boon and move right on. The same applies to conditions on the golem as well, which you can apply on the left console over here. Having conditions on the golem, especially vulnerability, a 25% damage increase, really amps up your damage. So again, grant boons to yourself, apply conditions to the golem, summon a small hitbox 4 million HP golem. This is what most people tend to use, then you're good to go. Also, if you want to have the best time...
We are back. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's see now. Need rooms 2 and 3. Beautiful. We should be able to dive on in now. If I can, I will bring a focus here. And Bard, how are you going? Welcome in. Got 2, nice. And yeah, Hafara, if no one volunteers, would you be able to just cover up on 3? Oh, brilliant, we got someone. Nice, love to see it. You and TD? No, we're in Raid Wing 2 now. It does look quite similar though. Oh, you've gone with the Soul Beast as Axe, and Hammer sound like the correct PB setup. That sounds basically right. I've also actually made a guide on Power Soul Beast as well. So go check that out. That will cover you really well. I'm going to eat some more heal food. Oh, you haven't done raids before? Oh, would you like to do raids at some point? I'm just going to go feedback, and I'm going to take medics feedback. Just stack on the boss and kill. If you get fixated, pull the boss around the room and just follow my tag. Yeah, if you aren't... Oh, and don't burst down friendly slubs. Oh, absolutely. Come along for a raid sometime, Bard. Are you on EU or NA? I play on both. It just depends on the day. Okay, so first thing, one of our friends is going to get turned into a slub, and they are going to eat mushrooms to clear a path. Do not kill them. That's the main thing as DPS you do not want to do. So just wait. There you go. See, they've turned. Just wait. There's no rush.
We'll handle the big one.
Yeah, and if you are fixated, just keep the boss kind of facing in one direction. And if you get a special action key poison, put it behind the group. Oh, you're on US? Perfect. In that case, we do raids on Wednesdays there. Cool, see, there we go. Now we need to break the bar. Stack up tight. See, notice the poisons getting placed behind us? That is very important. Is that wing 2? Yes. I got ported back to the knockdown. Very, very sad. See if I can get you up here. Cool, let's run back. Get some stability. There you go. If you get that special action key poison, put it behind the group. And don't stand in those knockdowns, they really hurt. Gonna run that a bit behind the group. We're probably gonna have a poison now. I'm gonna try and eat a lot of those attacks. Run that poison well behind the group. Just dodge in here, don't be in any of those. I get the res. Stack up and power res. But yeah, this is actually, as far as a Slothosaur is going, it's going pretty well, all things considered. Hey, just kill it here. We don't have a choice. Just burst it down and kill. I'm gonna try and just pump out as much healing as is humanly possible. Nice. Bit messy, but we got there.
Take a minute to get your bearings. Then we move.
Beautiful. That was good. We got there. And different pets, you basically, usually you'll see them in the open world. You'll see like, you know, juvenile brown bear or juvenile white owl or something like that. And you walk up, interact with them as a ranger, and then you'll unlock them. Do you use about face? Occasionally. I've got it bound. but I don't use it a lot. It's just not really in my muscle memory. Sub 2 up, 3 down. This boss is basically free. Can someone do mortars? I mean, I could probs do mortars. See what we got one? Okay. 1, 2, and then 3. Beautiful. This is, honestly, we're just going to kill 3 mini-bosses, basically. This is very, very chill. I'll sort of explain things as we go, but compared to the previous boss, this is a bit of a nothing burger. Oh, let's just go kill these things here. Sufferance, how are you going? It's so good to see you. Oh yeah, let's just finish killing these. And Grayson, welcome in. What's the best way to farm ectoplasm? Let's go sub 2 up, 3 down. Generally, it's going to be just doing a lot of open world events. Open world events, get rare unidentified gear, and you open it, salvage it, do all that good stuff. Generally, just playing the game is going to reward you with ectoplasm some way. It's not really so much you farm as it's just a currency you earn by playing the game. Kara, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the stretch as well. We'll do that once we get things sort of set up here. But how are you going? Should you always open before salvaging? You should always open before salvaging, yes. You can also just sell the unidentified directly on the trading post, and that would work. There's sort of tiers of what you do that are more profitable. It depends a bit on what kind of salvage kits you have access to. But generally, open salvage, that's the play, just as a general rule. The hydrate. But yeah, if you're a bit lazy, you can just sell them directly in trading posts. I've been known to do that on occasion if I can't be bothered processing a few stacks of gear. Yeah, honestly, we kind of just chill out here. I'll go organize a few things. Let's go grab the oil kegs. I'm just going to put them apart. Generally, with items less than ecto, most people salvage and sell them. That's, yeah, generally, that's a pretty good rule. Missing oil kegs. I'll go pick up the rest later. And yeah, well done getting all that paperwork done as well. You haven't seen him out of Mystic Kits? Nice. In terms of the first legendary set to go for, it depends. If you like doing raids, then I'd go for the Envoy set, because the raid set is just the quickest and it's actually the cheapest overall to get as well, I think. If you don't enjoy raids, then go the Obsidian stuff for open world. Or if you like World vs World, you can do that PvP as well. But between them, if you like raids, go for Envoy. If you don't, go for Obsidian. And is the PvE scene popular in Guild Wars 2? Yes, it's the most popular area of the game, by far. Oh, Afara, I can see you rearranging things there. Thank you. Thank you, Afara. And Addie says hello.
Protected.
Yeah, here we're just gonna vibe out and kill mobs for a while. Mortars are going up. So we obviously have to kill saboteurs when they pop up. That's a thing we must do. Beautiful, you open those up. Thank you. I'll go open these. Circle. The bosses spawn at set times. So yeah, everyone come towards circle. We need everyone here or it's going to make this next step really annoying.
Protected.
Mortars are up. Cool. Just go kill more mobs again. So at about 2:50 on the clock, the next boss will spawn.
Wonderful combination.
So you've got to kill or stun these saboteurs. I know you're a mile away from this, but how do you get the Ascended items? You're actually not that far away at all, and given you've unlocked your Celestial Gear, Ascended Armor might be one of the next things you kind of look at doing. I've got a gearing guide over on my YouTube channel, which will preemptively answer a ton of questions you'll have about gearing. So I definitely recommend checking that out. It's very comprehensive, and I'm very, very proud of that video. But in terms of some easy ways to get Ascended Armor, I basically cover the best ways to get various pieces of Ascended Armor. But the Wizard's Vault, you can get armor chests there and 2 weapon chests as well. That's a great place to start. You can get it by crafting, which I don't really recommend nowadays. You can get it by doing strikes, raids, different achievements. There's a ton out there. Mortars are up, which we have now missed. Oh, you can get it from random drops in fractals. You can get it by exchanging fractal currency. Probs won't tell people to GG. I can get them dropped from raids. What's a fractal? Like a dungeon? It's very much like a dungeon. Basically, you'll unlock them once you reach level 80, and they're basically dungeons that scale up in difficulty from level 1 to 100, and Ascended Gear is a not quite common. It's a more frequent drop from them. I have a video on my channel as well about why you should be doing fractals as well. That will answer a lot of questions about fractals. And thank you, Coin Lord, for the follow. And thank you for the sub as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Next boss. I'll just type some instructions. Next boss. If there is glowing AoE at your feet, run to a fountain, onto a clear fountain. Special action key above your head. Run to a wall between fountains and place. Yep, that's basically it. They're the main things you'll need to know. You do that and you are pretty good.
Protected.
I'll reflect.
I am the Sun, the bringer of salvation. Over here! Help! And I shall harvest the souls of the
Oh, you can do fractals if you're below 80. You technically can, but by that point, like an extra hour or so, you'll probably be at 80 anyway. I might just bring Mimic. I can solo reflect. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, I was just reiterating what she said there. Oh, gee. Is it possible to transfer from NA to EU? Yes, you can do that at the character select screen. There'll be a world select button.
elements. I command you to bend to my will.
Protected.
And yeah, try and don't get hit by that Hadouken attack. It really hurts. Get ready to CC.
Your sacrifice will bring him life.
Need big CC. If we lose someone to CC right now, I will GG.
A worthy
GG. Make sure to CC the person sacrificed. Sacrificed.
Come here.
And yeah, lower tier of fractals you can do without ascended gear. Basically, the reason you need ascended gear for higher level fractals is because ascended gear has an infusion slot in each piece of gear. You can see I've got +9 agony infusion there, which is giving me agony resistance. As you get higher and higher in fractal levels, you need more and more agony resistance. The maximum you need is 150. So the more ascended gear you have, the more agony resistance you can have, which means the higher fractals you can do.
elements. I command you to bend to my will. Your sacrifice will bring him life. He will not be pleased.
Oh, is there any reason whatsoever to stack AR above 150? Yes. Because the fractal potions that you can typically use will give you extra stats based on your agony resistance. So you can run more agony resistance and it'll actually make you do more damage. And Fermi, welcome in. Yeah, potions give stats based on AR. Yes. So it will actually make you stronger. It's obviously a very, very expensive exercise, but it is something that you can do. Usually I just throw +9s in everything.
Your sacrifice will bring him life.
Big CC.
He will not be
There we go. Place that on a wall. Three, two, one. There we go. This phase, you want to move around as little as possible. Oh yeah, spread these circles, don't overlap, and more people will go down. Create a sacrifice.
Will bring him life. He will not be pleased.
And yeah, that's a great point there, Fermi. You don't strictly need 150 AR, but it's just honestly going to make your life so much easier. Beautiful. No more sacrifices. Here, important is to stack up. And don't touch the ghosties. And try not to port around. There we go. I love Matthias in the fight. Let's try and get as many revives as we can. 6% is fine. Oh, and it's actually one of the fights that, although it does get a bit longer, it does actually get easier the less people you have. Less mechanics start overlapping. Well done! But excellent, that's right. We'll leave that there for raids tonight, but that was a good job, everyone. And good job to everyone who came along for their very first raids as well.
Treasure.
I think we're ready for Doomsday. But well done, I hope everyone enjoyed that. Okay, so now we can actually take a look at some of the loots that we've got.
Look at this. So pretty.
Okay, let's go decoration. Just going to consume all of the raid decorations there. They're just taking up inventory space. And Navi, thank you so much. It was real fun. We'll learn more about it. That is great. And thank you for coming. I appreciate that. Beautiful. Let's process the exotic gear here.
Look at this. So pretty.
Now I shall break you.
Cool, we'll sell that off. Nice. And start just opening all those, and we will salvage all of our rares. Wonderful. Oh, there we go. See, we got an Ascended accessory. Well, that wasn't from today. That was from another day. But there you go. That's another instance of getting some Ascended gear. I don't actually need it, but is cool nonetheless. This character really doesn't have big chungus inventory. It's quite small. Got quite a few spirit shards, actually. I'll see if I can do some mystic coin conversion. So I can get 10 of these per week. I need 20 mystic coins. Just get 20. And yeah, you can get ascended accessories with map currency as well. There's a lot of different ways to do it. We've got 10 clovers there. That's one thing I'll do with my various currencies.
How do you do?
Story achievements as well for certain ones. Yep, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Do I have a random salvage kit? No, I'll just pop it in my bank and I'll salvage that when I get a kit drop or something. Beautiful, that tidies that up. Ditch that. Okay. We'll go buy some things as well to generate a bit of gold quickly. And we'll also see yours to efficiency. Bring this here. Let's go crafting. Legendary runes will be the next thing we work towards. It's going to be yes. So using my own stuff. Okay, we'll give that a bit of time. Cost of my own currency. So what do we need? Just many, many things. Oh, it's only 20 clovers. Wow. That's really just, that's gold. All I need is gold. Cool. Other day you saw you had 1200 magnetite shards, couldn't understand where they came from. Then it hit you, you made legendary light armor and salvaged a bunch of ascended raid gear. Nice, well done. You can convert that into gold as well by buying yourself a ghostly infusion and selling it on the trading post. I do that periodically. Oh, how do you teleport to Fractals of the Mist? Go to Lion's Arch. As soon as you enter the map, you'll get basically the prompt to go in. But yeah, so just literally load into Lion's Arch and you'll get the prompt. Thank you for coming, Afari. Yeah, it's always fun doing raids with you. It's like riding a bike. But the portal to them is in Lion's Arch.
Refuge, not a den of iniquity. I'm glad Fury isn't alive to see his niece drag our good reputation straight through the guano.
I'll be seeing you.
Emplar, thank you for coming. Yeah, Lion's Arch is the main city. Yeah, it's sort of the main city. Sell off some of those. Generate about 10 gold. Wouldn't actually mind doing.
I'm at your service.
The gears are just turning in my noggin. It just means a few different ways I can go to make a ton of gold utilizing a different account. Now's actually a really good time for it. Okay, let's bring up an account that is probably good for this. Do you have a bunch of magma gemstones that are like 1.25 gold? I don't have a lot of them anymore. I've sold them. I've got like a few, but not enough that's truly noteworthy. Okay. Now, let's see. We are back on complete baby account. And hi, thank you for coming. I really appreciate that. I think we can actually do something that is quite unhinged. Okay, shift H. Yes, okay. A new baby account. This is definitely one of our very much old accounts. I think this is EU. It really doesn't matter for this. Okay, if we can blast 2 turns or defending a capture point. Okay. 5 rewards and structured PvP reward tracks. So let's go shift P. P. Oh, my keybinds are different on this. This might actually be a bit jank. Hang on. Nope, shift P. What is the prompt? Don't know. Reward tracks. Do I have... Yeah, it's a one-time reward, yes. What's good here? Hang on. Fast farming, let's check. PvP reward track. Demon. Crystal Desert one's probably pretty good. Glorious one's pretty good. I feel like Crystal Desert's probably the one. Okay, now I need to get into PvP. Fast farming, you always take ages. That's fine. I actually don't really care too much about the rewards. I care more about the weekly. Can I even do ranked on this account? Ooh, I can. Hello. Okay. Okay, so I want Renegade, Salvation. Is it that? Hang on, let me check. Let's just paste the build. I'm going to make that change there. Gain resolution after you dodge. Yep. I'll make sure to fix that.
Warband in position.
Okay. Berserkers. Do I have Zakharos? Oh, we do. Okay. And I don't know, just Vamp. I need a short bow and a spear.
Need something?
No, short bow and a staff. So purging and cleansing. And on staff, it's energy and cleansing. I already got cleansing. Yep, and I also need cursor contrast to low. Make sure snap ground target is off. What region are we in? It literally does not matter. So things structured. So we need to track that one. And win 3 rated games. Okay. Let's go. ZB, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Amalgamated. Oh, I literally don't have gliding on this account. Well, we can port. So I cleared Harvest Temple challenge mode, done basically every other challenge mode in the game aside from Sarah. It's got 11,000 hours, but I'm still fooled by the most basic things. Complete lack of gliding. Oh, what's weapon swap? Oh no. My keybinds. Oh. Okay, hang on. I need weapon swap. They all look most... Don't make me skill click weapon swap in PvP. Where actually is it? Hang on. Maybe I should read. Ah. Yes, there we go. Yep, there we go. Yep, I just don't need any other skills. They all look fine. Okay, good. Happy days. And we mustn't give away our pro gamer strats. Oh, we got to turn off map chat as well. No good will come from looking at that. Oh, what's the goal of this account? My goal is to see how quickly we can complete, one, the weekly, because it's a fresh account that hasn't done any weekly. So the first weekly we get is actually insane value, and if we can blast out the PvP rush as well. What's she doing there, Addie? Oh, I looked at the dog show. I haven't yet, Gossek. Mythos, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's make. Oh, why are you there? You should be up there. There we go. Oh, sorry to hear, Dro, that you didn't enjoy Guild Wars 2. Yeah, the first weekly Wizard of Bolt is insane. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, I don't have... Where are we going? It's really hard to actually target here. Oh yeah, I think we're just going to kind of get murked on this one. I need... Hang on. I'm just going to die here. I need... Ground targeting, fast with range indicator. There we go. Are you pushing for gold? We are indeed pushing for gold. You can go sit in the corner now, PK.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Fast as the wind.
Let's deal with this one first. Oh, we're not getting no res.
Black Legion, see it done. Wrap me up.
And also, I need go skill recharge, target health %. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely getting completely curb stomped on this match. I'll just flip in TP stuff. Nice. And how is that going?
Ash Legion, fall in.
Let's target down that core necro.
I am a nightmare.
Fate, meet fist.
Oh, nice. You're doing pretty well then. I think we need like 3, rated games. We need 3 wins.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Might just let them try and push that so we can move on to the next one. Yeah, the annoying thing as well, like right now, because we've staggered all of our respawns now, and they're basically right on top of us. There we go. Oh, I hope you're going okay after your surgery as well. Hopefully you rest up well. And hope everything went okay.
Tranquility has appeared.
Okay. Oh.
What are you?
Straight in, nice. It was a recovery. I hope it went okay. Now what do we got on the other team? You've been hearing that one of the good things about push is that if your team is outclassed, it's over quick. Yeah, if it's outclassed, it can be over insanely quickly. So that is like a good thing, so you're not going to have to just drag out a losing match. But if you are equally matched, conversely, it can go on literally until the timer runs out quite easy. That's been a few of my games. Yeah, that's absolutely a good thing. It is, yeah, compared to something that just drags on and on. So you can just move on to the next match, move on to the next match. See the image? I did, great dude. I showed it on stream as well. That was very funny. It's all good, no need to apologize. Okay, I just wanna...
Blade Storm!
Oh, that's moving. Oh, hang up. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, they just like push straight through. I was gonna get up this way.
Protected. I am that.
There we go, that one's down. Get the res.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Iron Legion, put your backs into it.
Fury's rising. Courage.
We are Legion. Freedom must be earned, not given.
There we go, that's them done.
I have returned to fight at your side. Target identified. artifacts have reached maximum power.
Hurry! I don't think well on the ground.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
How very satisfying.
Iron Legion, put your backs into it. Signal the Citadel.
Help me.
What'll you fall for?
I need to set my next target onto something.
I'm expecting.
The time is at hand for a reckoning.
Structural integrity. Compromised.
Signal the Citadel.
Blue team has obtained an artifact. Bonus power!
Fast as a wind. Refreshing. I feel energized.
Yeah, I'm just going to not immediately run in there, or else we're just going to get completely curb stomped. One thing you do have to be really careful of is the temptation is just to stack on the point, but then with all the AoE going around, it just becomes a bit of a meat grinder. Is Grappa good in this game mode? Oh yeah, it is.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Ash Legion, fall in.
I have returned to fight at your side.
Protected.
Iron Legion, put your
The
backs
artifacts have
into
reached
it.
maximum power.
Protected. Not my pet.
Bring that one down.
Score one for me.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
And Faro, thank you for the hydrate.
Iron Legion, put your backs into it.
Like that. And
I demand that you... We must rise and return to the fight.
Where are we going?
We are Legion.
Oh, thank you for the plus. But if your teams are equally matched, this could literally go until the timer comes out.
Obtained an
I
artifact.
feel like it will work really well if you have like a tank or a healer support that's actually pushing the orb.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Let's just try and deal with that Willbender. That's actually like probably the most problematic one here.
Bring that one down.
Cripple was rough.
artifacts have reached maximum power.
One thing that's super annoying about just this map in general is there's so many just little surfaces that mean you don't have like a valid path to target for things, which that's actually really annoying. So if I'm on a relatively flat surface, I want to be able to just flick my spirit off in whatever direction. And if you can't, it sucks. Because it takes you a moment to realize, because you can't actually read that it's had that issue. See, there we go. It's done it like a couple times there as well. So, oh, the scrapper is like brutal as well.
You are finished.
Structural integrity.
This is our fight.
See, there we go. Just whenever that pops up as red, even though it's on a flat surface, can't actually target it there.
Fast as the wind.
Good, we're out of combat. Oh, yesterday you got stuck at the respawn box in the new PvP area. Oh no. See, just can't flick off my skill there.
Put your backs into it.
Fast as the wind.
Ordnance incoming.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
This is our fight.
Assistance needed.
Willbender's just wreaking absolute havoc. I need to... Where is that? Next target. Next enemy. There we go.
Blue team has obtained an artifact. Red team has obtained an artifact.
Ordnance incoming.
Fury rising.
The time is at hand for reckoning.
Bonus power!
Iron Legion, put your backs into it.
I need a reporting in.
Time for a revolution.
Tranquility has appeared.
Won't bother trying to heal here, or else I'm just going to get sort of infinitely chipped away.
Bring that one down.
Which is the last thing that my team actually needs. Willbender does look fun for PvP. It'll take us a bit to get a few wins. Oh, that's why. Hang on.
Ash Legion, fall in!
Oop, I want to be a bit careful here. I want to go after...
I have returned to fight at your side.
That one hurt. Let's get the lock off here.
This is our fight.
So integrity. Compromised. Fast as the wind. I'm too smart to keep down.
Iron Legion, put your backs into it.
We've got 2 minutes left.
Bring that one down.
Ash Legion, fall in!
Fast as the wind.
Bonus power!
Protected.
Probably landed a pretty big hit.
Bring that one down.
That's refreshing.
Fast as the wind.
Ash Legion,
Tranquility
fall
has
in!
appeared.
A wonderful combination.
I demand that you release me.
That's refreshing.
This is our fight. Iron Legion,
What?
put your backs into it.
Oh, damn. It was not like too bad. But yeah, 20 seconds now. Not too much we can do here. So I also need a few settings changed. Lock ground target to max range. We've got allow skill retargeting.
That's refreshing.
Is it still going?
I don't have enough energy. I'm fast as the wind.
Ash Legion, fall in!
Fury rising.
Iron Legion, put your backs into it.
Is the timer literally just continuing? What's it doing? Like, is this unironically just going to keep going indefinitely? It feels like it is.
That feels better. Courage, resolve.
Fate, meet. Ash Legion, fall in!
Oh yeah, Addie's going and grab herself some lunch. That match just went on forever.
I want that. I'm fast as the pressure. Energized.
Is that camera shake? Oh no.
That's refreshing.
Where is disable camera shake? Oh, it's enable camera shake. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Get rid of that. Okay, I don't see the wheel bender. Let's see how much of the weeklies we've done. We need to get our 3 rated wins. So we go after this game, because then it will actually make more sense to transition over to the custom arenas. I think it will anyway, because yeah, that's the thing that's actually... We want to blast the PvP rush stuff first.
I have returned to...
Get the res.
It's about time.
That's refreshing.
I demand that you release me.
Not there yet.
The Colosseum
Back away.
are accruing power.
Beautiful blend of talents. That's refreshing. Refreshing.
Bring the thunder!
I demand that you release me. The artifacts have reached maximum power.
The time is... Iron Legion, put your best into it.
We'll just leave them vibing out there.
Obtained an artifact.
We are Legion. This is our fight.
That's refreshing.
Hurry up!
Here we go. That should be most of him dealt with. The core NG here.
Warband in position.
And lay down some big AoE on him there.
Iron Legion, put your backs into it.
I need assistance. I'm okay.
I am mighty. Fast as
Cast down the oppressors.
Bonus power!
This is our fight. Ash Legion, fall in.
Oh, thank you for the stretch as well. There we go, they're moving.
Ash Legion, fall in.
Instantly burst.
Artifacts are accruing power! Tranquility has appeared.
Stand still for silence.
Blue team has obtained an artifact. The artifacts
go.
have reached maximum power.
I'm gonna go over this way. The prob's gonna go down here.
Lieutenant, take the field.
We go over this way.
Signal the Citadel.
Protected.
Just get the alarm going off. That's okay. We will roll with it. Just layeth down the biggest AoE cleave that we can. Whilst dancing around. Ooh. I want to go over to this one. Big burst down on them. Bring it in. Bring it in. There we go. Nice. Push is very fun.
Colosseum's artifacts.
Okay, so in terms of the other weeklies, so we've got 3 rated, we need 10 structured, so we need to get 2 more. Oh, the weekly's fine. I actually need to just focus. No, actually, let's not worry too much about it. We're having fun in PvP. Epoch Season do PvP very infrequently. Probably the most I have PvP'd recently.
The time is at hand for reckoning. Freedom must be earned, not given. Bring the thunder.
Protected.
Move.
Is that Jen's build? Yeah, it is. Well, a few slight tweaks to it, but yeah, it's basically that. And it's been working very well. It's very, very good for push.
still remember during a day when Roy died to one of those enemies. That's very funny.
Iron Legion, put your best into it.
Okay. Let's try and line up some more burst.
Protected.
The rev can still be pretty nasty on that one, I find.
Fury rising.
So you're most welcome, Coin. I'm glad you've been enjoying fractals. That's great to hear. Especially once you get up to doing the highest levels of them. Blasting out, you know, daily tier 4 fractals and Rex is insanely good gold.
That feels better.
This is our fight. Ash,
How did the Guardian get down here?
Fast as the wind.
Yeah, the cool thing is if you do a daily tier 4, you get the daily tier 4, tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1 rewards. Yeah, so they're actually insanely good.
I have returned to fight at your side.
I am.
signal the citadel.
You just sit with it.
Refreshing.
My about face isn't bound. That's fine. Can I bind that to something? There we go.
Fury rising.
Okay.
Fast as the wind. Refreshing. I feel energized.
This is our fight. Ash Legion, fall in.
Matchmaking queue again, dang. Well, no glide. There we go. Honestly, just anything with insane AoE cleave is going to have a good time here. So we've done 2 of 6. Oh, we can't do that. So we need to get those. Yeah, they're saving you up with their Jack on the 4 wins.
Target identified.
Okay, so what do we have on our team? Another renegade over there. You've never seen anyone drop the QTP one? No, I've never seen it ever. I've only ever bought one. Yeah, Gorsel, I've seen tons of Gorsel, but yeah. I think it maybe it could also be because just a lot of people, well, Gorsel's just way more done. But yeah, I've never ever seen a QTP infusion drop. It actually wouldn't surprise me if it's not on the loot table.
Target identified.
Fast as the wind out for days. Refreshing. Energized.
That hurt.
Protected.
Bring the thunder!
That immob. That immob really hurt. Yeah, just being immobes there, that absolutely cost us. Now we can sort of come up from behind.
I'm fast as the wind. Refreshing. I feel energized.
Ash Legion, fall in!
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
There we go.
Protected.
Fury rising.
Bush is very good for getting kills, though.
Warband in position. Signal the citadel. Ash Legion, fall in! Back me up!
Nice.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
I quite enjoy push, like, honestly. It's, especially for a beta, I think if they could make it so there's less chance of you getting stuck in a bit of a stalemate, I think you're going to be in a really good spot.
Look at
Yeah,
this.
PvP Rush is a good time. Look at that. Look at it. Just randomly get one. I really enjoyed Guild Wars 1 as well. Had an absolutely fantastic time with that recently, and looking forward to returning to it.
I want that.
It's just randomly pick, it doesn't matter.
Look at this. So pretty.
Okay, cool. It's somewhat tidy-ish. At least you got a Gen 3 Legendary last week for organising and hosting a fast Sarah CM prog with 5 pumpers and 5 peeps without kill. Nice. Gold Brow 500 gold, not bad at all.
Rare treasure.
There we go. An Assassin Guild was one very, very fun. Why'd it put us back in the queue?
Fast as the wind.
Always fun when that happens.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
And what do we have? Or more probably, who do we have? Scrap will be a problem. Deadeye shouldn't be too bad. Dragon I'll have to keep an eye out for. And Scrapper. Yes, there's a few things here that are a bit concerning. Hopefully our friend rejoins, or else it's going to be a bit of a rough time. But if once you do a bit of PvP, the gold is actually like pretty good. We get over here almost. We're on 3 now, so we get that. Oh, Embry got a perma crafting station today while on stream with the second key. Damn, that is insane. Congratulations to them. Oh, where are we going? Out this way. Please don't be AFK. Good. But they're not AFK, they're just taking their time. I want to target down this one at the back.
What'll you?
That's refreshing.
Bring the thunder!
This is the end.
Warband in position.
Ready for anything.
There we go. Salvage that.
Fury rising.
Oh, someone got the Vial of Aurelium drop. Nice.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Let's go. I want to go from behind over here.
I have returned to fight at your side.
That feels better.
Just burst them down. Shift over to the Dragon Hunter here.
Fast as the wind.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Signal the Citadel.
It's going to pull a bunch of energy.
Ready for anything. Your end is nothing.
Oh, got the dead eye.
Feel the flame.
Fury rising.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Structural integrity.
Iron Legion,
Compromised.
put your backs into it.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Ash
Big stun break.
fall in. Blood Legion, see it done. Bring the thunder. What'll you fall for?
You are all weak. Fast as the wind.
I'm good to go.
Keep pushing this forward.
Not enough endurance. It's too late to run.
Bonus
Iron Legion, put your backs into it.
Nothing can save you.
That's a lot of condies.
Blinded.
We can get the... Oh, nice.
Fate, meet fit. Back me up.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing.
There we go.
It's time.
Just back away. Just so I can get the heal off.
Ordnance incoming.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
We finish your dinner, Addy.
Warband in position. Back me up.
Fury rising.
You'll be doing that one for days.
You are falling.
This is getting serious.
Just keep backing away.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
And we were pushing like so well there. It's an interesting sort of style to the, it's an interesting outcome of the flow of the game, because obviously the closer you get to the end, the closer you are to the enemy's push, so you sort of just end up running into them over and over. And then you really have to brute force the kill. I might go get the buff here. Oh, that's the wrong side. Don't normally get the one out this side.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Addie's trying to steal my shoe. Stop it. I am wearing said shoe. There we go. They're down. Let's target the Reaper.
Warband in position.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Fury rising.
Ordnance incoming.
Fast as the wind.
Bonus power.
There we go. Do I get stability? Let's find out.
Ready for action.
I am mighty. I've got the target. That feels better.
Ash Legion.
Glassing, okay.
Fury rising.
Iron Legion, put your best into it.
I demand that you release me.
Through.
No, why are peeps going down? You just don't stand directly on it.
The time is at hand for a reckoning. Ash Legion, fall in.
There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay, now for the Wizard's Vault. Win 5 games. Okay, we might be able to blast this quickly. So yeah, if we can finish the weekly, it's actually a monumental amount of gold. And if we don't finish it, that's kind of fine. We can always finish that on Wednesday.
That feels better.
Oh shit, serious commands to advertise more often to the group. That's a good idea. I'll definitely do... I'll probably remember to do that one. It's definitely.
Fury rising.
So I'll try and swap to red sometime soon as well.
Cores installed.
How does the winning
Charging
on
the
these
laser.
actually work? And now's actually a pretty good time for me to do that.
Cannon
Check
operational.
wait.
Ready for targeting
Let's
coordinates.
go. Command. Ceres. Recruiting for Ceres challenge mode. Progression on EU. Shout out in chat or DM Honor if you're interested. There we go. Exclamation mark Ceres. You should be good now. Let's try that.
I am mighty. Freezing.
Nice. There we go. Now's actually a very good time for us to do that. I think it's red wins. Also, I think, yeah, we literally just stand here. and we'll just let people swap. So in terms of like the winning,
Seize theirs.
although they're getting the credit for the win, I think it's just if you at any point were on the winning team, you're fine.
Feels better.
I think that's how it works. Yeah, so I think it's blue team is just standing here. And then, hang on, Shift H, let's check the Wizard's Vault. Yeah, so it's compete in 10 structured player versus player matches. Okay, and that will get us 4. Easy. And that will take care of the weekly.
The enemy has taken point B.
It's definitely taken a while to really get started here.
That feels better.
Point C is in enemy hands.
Take turns and rest of the room description says otherwise. That's good to know.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
You would have said it's Blue's turn to cap and win. Alright.
I might not make it.
We'll see what happens on the next one. Oh, PD has a cheese room. Okay. No uses rings. So yeah, I like never use them either. It's only ever if I want to like brute force a weekly on a alt account. Does PD have a cheese
Cores
arena?
installed. Charging the laser.
Standing. Barely.
So it's PD's playhouse there, so we just need a few more people in there. Probably do that on multi-boxing though.
Cannon operational.
This is getting serious.
Yeah, I think actually what we'll do as well, we'll get this one done and then maybe just like one more. Can we actually swap here?
I am mighty. Fury rising.
Yeah, now I'm actually unsure because people are just vibing. Oh well, we can finish that later. So let's tee up and raid. And today we will head on out to find Annie. Oh yeah, PD's already mentioned to me as well in the past that he can use his private arena. Let's get now's actually a good time for this. So let's tee this up actually. Just we can kind of just like sit here and chill for the time being.
I feel energized.
But beautiful. Thank you all so much, everyone, for hanging out with us this evening. It has been fantastic. We're just going to sit here and just let this all play out here because it's going to give us progress towards the PvP rush, and this account will get its weeklies, and we'll be very happy about it. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you to everyone who came along for raids as well. That was also brilliant fun. And also, it's been a really good time playing some PvP. Finishing off the PvP rush on EU was a great time. And we're going to be back again on Wednesday. We'll be doing raids on NA. Then we'll see what we feel like doing for the latter part of the stream as well. But Depending on how we go, I don't know if it will... We could even probably do PvP Rush on, or PvP Weekly on a different account. That would actually probably get us to the point where we would get another legendary rune based on how many materials we have now. So that's very exciting. But yeah, we'll be back again in a few days. Keep an eye on our YouTube channel as well. We'll be working on a new guide this week, so keep an eye out for that. But you all take care, and we'll catch you all on Wednesday. Cheers, team. I get asked all the time on my streams, Josh, should I play Guild Wars 2? To which I always say yes, and there are so many reasons why you should. So today, we're going to go through the reasons why you should be playing Guild Wars 2. Welcome back, everyone. I've been playing Guild Wars 2 for 11 years. I've got multiple accounts and easily 10,000 hours between them. So today, we're going to chat about why I play Guild Wars 2 and why you should do it as well. Number 1, the combat system. The combat system in Guild Wars 2 is easily the main reason I played this game for 11 years. It's fast, fluid, and each class feels unique and has their own rewarding playstyle. So if you ever get bored of one class, you can just swap to another for an entirely different experience. Unlike a lot of other MMOs, which show you dozens of skills at any point, Guild Wars 2 typically only shows you 5 weapon skills and 5 utility skills at a time, with the ability to swap weapons for an entirely new set of skills at the click of a button. This lets you focus more on the actual combat in front of you, rather than having to read the UI or tooltips. Almost everything about the combat system in this game gives you the chance to react to avoid damage or regain control of your character. All classes have access to stun breaks, so you don't have to worry about your character being stun locked from every attack. You'll always have access to dodges and skills with evade frames, so with perfect timing, you can simply avoid damage entirely. This leads to each class in the game being fun by itself and not needing to rely on a healer or tank to take care of them. Movement is insanely important in Guild Wars 2 as well. Positioning your character correctly can let you avoid attacks entirely. High damaging attacks are telegraphed, so you have time to either dodge or sidestep them. You can even use specific skills to move or teleport around the battlefield, so you can be standing exactly where you should be. Not only that, but the build system of the game gives you the flexibility to change how your class plays at any point. Your traits, which give you a whole range of passive and active effects while you're in combat, can be changed at any point while you're not in combat. You even have access to elite specializations, which drastically change the playstyle of your class, like turning your stealth-focused, close-range thief into a long-range sniper rifle-wielding Deadeye, or turning your staff-wielding elementalist into a catalyst that crushes enemies with a hammer. All this freedom and customization means that no matter what class you play, there's going to be a playstyle for you. Number 2, buy once, own it forever. So many apps, streaming services, or programs all have a monthly sub fee these days. These systems either force you to keep using them so you don't feel like you're wasting your money, or just hope that you forget to cancel your sub and still get charged each month for the content that you're not using. Guild Wars 2 though has what is objectively the best monetization model out there. You buy it, you own it, outside of your initial purchase and any